All right, so I'm not in a jungle. I'm at home, but I'm just trying to keep my sanity by changing the environments. I'm seated on the floor. It's quite nice actually, compared to sitting on a chair always. But anyway, that's not why I'm doing this video. I know that it's quite a few days into this whole curfew scenario, and it's getting harder and harder to stay sane. It's getting harder and harder to be grateful and appreciative of the things that we have in our life. But I am a very, very strong believer that things like happiness, things like gratitude are a state of mind more than possessions or more than things that we actually have in our life. All right, it is a state of mind, and I truly believe that if no matter where you are in your life, if you cannot be happy and if you cannot be grateful at that point in time, no matter where you get to in life, you will not be happy and you will not be grateful. All right, and I say that because so many people, for example, say you're chasing a particular position in your career, and your mindset is, I'm not going to be happy until I get there, but once I get there, I'll be happy. How often have we reached that milestone, celebrated for a very, very, very short time, and then gone back to being unhappy and ungrateful? So one thing I realized is, if we don't find a way to be grateful for the things that we have right now, we are not going to get through this situation that we are in. Now, I'm sure that when this message reaches a lot of you, you guys have not been affected by the coronavirus, and I pray and hope that that is the case, and I hope that it remains that way, and I hope that no one you even know is affected by this situation. So that is one thing that no matter what situation we are in right now, we can be appreciative of. Number two, I know a person who is currently living on a meal a day. Not just her, but her entire family is living on a meal a day, right? She's not doing an OMAD or an intermittent fasting. It's not something that is out of desire. It is an absolute necessity. Now, this person is a daily wage earner. We've spoken about this before. They have been completely crippled because they are unable to leave their houses or do any form of daily business that they do to make their daily needs be met. All right, and they're surviving on one meal. And I know there are a lot of initiatives brought forward by the government and private organizations to give things at a subsidized price. But here's the thing, they don't even have the cash to pay that subsidized amount. All right, and I hope this is the case. It is the case for me, but I have not had any shortage in terms of the food that I have been eating, and that's something that I am going to be profoundly grateful for. Number three, we have somebody of some sort with us in our houses, or at least a neighbor. All right, now I'm not encouraging you, if it is a neighbor, to go and hug and hold hands right now. Maybe you can do like that hip tap kind of handshake, or an elbow or something like that. But the point being, if you are in a household that you have at least one more person, cherish that. Cherish that. I know people right now who are completely alone, just the four walls around them. That's it. That is literally it. All right, just imagine how hard it must be for them to maintain sanity. All right, so those are just three things I wanted to mention. There are so many other things. I just don't want the video to drag, so I'm going to cut it short. But the long story short is, guys, if we make an effort, we can be grateful even in these times. And like I said before, being grateful or even being happy is all about practice. All right, how do you become a better driver? You keep driving. All right, it is not something that's going to come to us overnight. And right now, if it is difficult for you to say I am grateful, that's all right, just keep saying it. So in my faith, there's something that we say, whenever we are grateful for something, we use the words alhamdulillah, right? And at the beginning, when I used to say that, it was a bit tough, but when you keep practicing it, when you keep saying, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am thankful, I am grateful, it gets easier. And see, the thing is, guys, your brain is listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth. And the more you keep saying it, your brain starts believing it. The more you keep saying it, your brain starts believing it. See, your brain cannot differentiate reality from what you are saying. So it begins to think that I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And that makes you think that you're in a good place. And what happens when you're in a good place? You are the best version of yourself and you can serve to the best of your ability. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that thought. Dig deep, guys. I know you can find a way to be grateful. I am working on it by sitting on the floor next to this plant. I'm using all kind of crazy ways, all right? But we can do it, guys. We can dig deep and we can find a way. We've got food, we've got people around us, and we are not infected. How awesome is that? All right, so stay safe, guys, and stay fit, okay? And I hope that all of you are sane right now, and I hope we keep working hard to stay sane. Until next time.